Now let's create the second worksheet, which is the customer satisfaction. So for this visualization, we're going to create a cluster bar chart to visualize each sales representative's customer rating by state. We will show the average of product rating, sales representative rating, and the service rating for each of the sales representative. And we will also add 2 reference lines. One reference line is at 1.5, so for all the ratings before 1.5, we will consider them as not meeting the standard. The other reference line is at 4.5, so if somebody's rating is over 4.5, we will consider them as exceeding the standard. So we will use this to evaluate how well each representative's customer rating is. So let's create this chart together. Let's create a new worksheet and rename this as customer satisfaction. And let's drag all the variables into the different fields in here. So we will drag the state to the columns. We will drag each of the ratings to the rows. So in here, one thing you might want to change, you'll notice that we need to change is the different ratings. They are supposed to be average, but right now they're as a sum. So let's change all this to average. And after we change them to average, you probably will notice that this is still not a clustered bar chart. So we will need to change these 3 bar charts into the same one, combine them into one cluster bar charts. We could use the help of Show Me tab. So let's click the side-by-side bars to create a cluster bar chart. Now we can start to add our reference line. So let's right-click and choose Add Reference Line. So we will apply this reference line to the entire table. And for the value, we're going to create a new parameter. For this new parameter, we are going to name it as not meeting standard. And then for the current value, we're going to change it to 1.5, and we'll also allow the values for all. Let's click OK. So for the label, we will keep to use the computation as the label. And then we are going to change the line color. So we can actually change the line color as, let's say, maybe let's use a red, and click OK. So this is for not meeting standard. So let's create another reference line. For this one, we're going to apply it to the entire table, and we are going to create a new parameter. This is going to be exceeding expectation. And we are going to change the value to 4.5 and click OK. We can change the color into maybe blue and click OK. Now you can find these 2 new parameters created under the parameters. And if you want, you can actually right-click on them and click Show Parameter for both. And now let's say if your company has changed their standard, you can always change the reference line's value in here. Let's change it back to 4.5. Now you will see that right now we have several different states and it cannot be presented in the same visualization. So we can actually change the view from standard to entire view. So this will include all the different ratings into the same chart, so we don't have to scroll right or left.